And here we have a caliper used for different aspects. Okay, this part of it is for measuring inside of a hole. Okay.
Mechanics for non-mechanics.
This part of it is for measuring inside of a hole. Okay, you spread this out. For example, if you come over here, and we have these openings here, okay? So you want to know what size that is, okay? So we'll go ahead and measure right here. So I'll go ahead and open that up. And then I lock these little, I'll show you these little screws, okay? It locks all that in place. And then it measures there 200, I can't see too clearly. So what you do to measure, to find out the measurement here, is you have 200, and then these lines here, you line up wherever they line up, okay? In this case, they're lining up at about, I can't see, it looks like 90, okay? 290, okay? So that's what it is.
Which lines are we talking about? So where did you get the 2? That's the 2?
The 2's right here.
Okay.
You see that 2 right there, okay?
Got that.
Then you see it's a little further than the 2, okay? Again, between each one of those single lines over here is 25 thousandths.
Say that again?
Between these little lines over here, between the 0 and the first line, that's 25 thousandths, okay? For example, okay, if I go here, we got 0, right? If I come out to that first line and I line up the lines, that's 25 thousandths, okay? Now, if I go a little bit beyond that, and I can use this thing to move it a little bit, tighten this one up, and allow the other one to move. If I go a little bit beyond that, over here, if I move it to where this line lines up with that line up there, okay, that'll tell me it's 10 thousandths past that. So that'll be 35. It'll be 25 plus 10 thousandths equals 35. So if we take this bit and we measure it, that was for the inside, right? The back. And then this side you can use kind of like a micrometer. So you see, if you look at that line, this is a 5/16 bit. You got 300, and then the 12 lines up over here at this point here with the 9, you see? So you got 300 plus 10 because it lines up with that line. None of the other lines line up this way.
Which line is the other line you're looking at? I'm sorry.
I'm
You got
talking
300. I see the 300 lines
Okay.
up with 0.
And then you got this line here that's 12. There's 10, 11, 12, okay? So that lines up with that 9. You see, it's an exact alignment. 13 doesn't align exactly with it, nor does 7 here. 5, 7, that doesn't align. You see the lines are off a little bit, right? But the only one that lines up with that is the 12. So that means the thickness of this is 3, which is 300, plus the 12 lines on the bottom part there. That gives you 312. And that's what this measurement is, 312.
Cool.
Now, these are the screws that lock this in place, so if you need to keep it there. And then if you go over here and you measure this line, well, it's out of, that's actually a little bit bigger because they want the drill to fit.
Right.
So this hole's a little bit bigger. So I'll lock that up, and if I look at that, it looks like it's about 315. So it's just a little bit bigger to allow this drill to go through.
Cool.